Human ambassador, I am willing to grant you any planet or system you wish, as long as you're willing to part with that with what? My desk? I mean. It's nothing fancy, just oak wood. This? It's just oak. The budget was fairly high, so we were able to get real wood, but. Kristoff trailed off as they watched the alien ambassador, who was still staring at the desk with, well, it was hard to tell with other species, but it looked something like hunger. Anyway, they continued after a moment, I don't think it's worth a planet. Or a system. Or a system, yeah. Kristoff frowned at the desk. Securing another planet for colonization was half the reason he was here with the Antiraxi, but he didn't think allowing a random government official to make a unilateral trade for a desk, of all things, would be good for long-term relations. That was the other half of his mission, to foster good relations. I can put in a requisition, and I'm sure we can arrange for another desk as part of whatever deal we make in the coming weeks, Kristoff said, breaking the silence that had lingered a bit too long. The Antiraxi official remained transfixed on the desk. Perhaps we can revisit the desk issue once we've discussed the new colony arrangements on the edge of. Am I not offering enough? Pardon? Am I not offering enough for this? They pointed at the desk. I'm afraid I would need further permission to offer multiple systems, even with such a prize on the line. Even the in-ear translator picked up on it. There was something hungry in the way they spoke about the desk. Okay, maybe Kristoff was missing something. Ultimately, they were here to negotiate a trade for a planet. They should have just accepted and moved on. They'd been sent here to offer something, anything, for border access to the Antiraxi colonies. The humans needed an in-route after the recent loss of Delta II, but at the same time there was a reason curiosity had killed so many cats. I have to ask, what makes this piece of furniture so valuable to you? For a planet, I'd be able to get you dozens of. A dozen is worth less, the official said, staring intently. After a moment, they added, ah. I see. You're confused. Yes. I am personally confused about the value of this desk, but if we clarify that, I'm sure we can. How many humans are there? Kristoff paused, trying to parse the sudden question. On Earth or overall? Overall. Just short of 29 billion within aligned systems. The official nodded. Had they learned that from working with humans, or was that just how Antiraxi communicated? Do you know how many Antiraxi there are? Kristoff didn't have an exact number, but he knew it was significant. The ECT name for their species wasn't based on ant for nothing. Well over 1 trillion. Almost 2, if you can believe it, the official replied. Can't keep the population on those outer colonies down. Nothing to be done about it. You get one new queen, and suddenly. They clicked their mandibles, which Kristoff recognized as their version of a chuckle. That's internal politics, not the topic right now. The point is, for every human, there are dozens of Antiraxi. A standard colony world contains more than your entire population. Okay. Now, I might get the terminology wrong, but my briefing said that humans are individualistic, lots of personal pride. Kristoff nodded. He wasn't sure if the translator had missed a hostile tone, but he had always assumed the Antiraxi resented that about humans. Damn humans, too opinionated, that sort of thing. We don't have that as much in our culture because, when there are trillions, you're often just one of many, one of the drones, one of the. You get the point. Okay.